see if I get a little testing.
Hello, testing. One,
Right,
two,
good.
1, 2. Okay.
I'm very particular.
Got it.
I'm a scientist about this. I'll be back.
Look, yeah? Okay. So, I only have 4 tattoos, and I have my biggest one is a tiki tattoo that I got at the Ink and Iron convention in Long Beach. It was done by a guy named Joey Ortega that works out of a shop called Triple Crown Tattoo in Austin, Texas. And I looked through his work and saw he had done a lot of tiki stuff, so I got my tiki tattoo. But I booked him for the last appointment he had for the night at the Ink and Iron show. And it started at 7 o'clock. He had been tattooing all weekend. He was tired and grumpy. And we were tattooing on some of the folding chairs that they had at the banquet room on the Queen Mary. And so he had been at it for about 2.5 hours. And I had my arm over the back of the chair. My arm's going numb. He's tired of tattooing. And these 2 kids come by, and they're about 18, 19 years old with no visible tattoos. And the one kid looks at my tattoo and says, that looks great. How does that feel? The tattoo artist, Joey, turns around and says, it feels like getting a fucking tattoo. That's how it feels. And those kids booked, Took off, never to be seen again. That was one of the funnier moments of that.
I couldn't believe how much it hurt. I thought, tattooing can't hurt because so many people have so many tattoos.
Right.
And immediately I was like, what the?
To me, it hurts when they stop, though. Once you get going, it's fine. You go numb. But then they stop to wipe off or take a smoke break or whatever. And
I don't feel like I ever numb. I remember because Cole gave me the tattoo and he goes, okay, just try to relax. Or you can tense up completely. That's cool, too.
Hello, Eric Quimby here. So, in the early 90s, I had joined the Navy, and after boot camp, after getting stationed into San Diego, I had already had a few tattoos, and, being in the Navy, now I needed some Navy tattoos. So, I head to downtown San Diego to a place called Lucky Tattoo, who is ran by a gentleman by the name of Dave Gibson. And I walk in, and he's got a lot of very traditional American Navy-style tattoos, which appealed to me. So, looked around, and finally said, I've got an idea for a tattoo. And he was like, okay, sounds good. What do you think? And I said, well, I want to get what looks like claws had ripped my skin wide open on my chest, and underneath it, the American flag. And he goes, wow, that sounds amazing. And I was like, yeah. I go, so what do you think? And he goes, what I think is you need to go down the street to the Dragon Tattoo because, well, that's the kind of shit they do. All right. Okay. So in the mid-'90s in San Diego was a tattoo shop by the name of Lucky Tattoo, and Dave Gibson is the owner and the tattoo artist. He has a customer that comes in, tells him that he wants a tattoo of a dragon. And so Dave says, sure, I could do dragons, and starts to show him some of the flash art that he has on the walls, and he goes, no, I want a real dragon. And he goes, oh, okay, yeah. So he pulls out his book of some other art he has, and some other things and starts flipping through it and showing him some things. The guy's like, no, man. He goes, no, I want it. I want a real dragon tattoo. You know, a real dragon. And he goes, okay, all right. So he shows him some other stuff that he has. And finally the guy's like, no, dude, really, a real dragon. So Dave finally goes, all right, you know what you need to do? Go down the street, jump on the number 9 bus, and take it down to the San Diego Zoo. Take me a picture of a real dragon and bring it back. And that's the tattoo you'll get. Thank you. Eric Quimby.
Got it? I was like, I don't know how to start. Yeah, I know how to start. Like, what's going on now?
First of all, let me start by saying that I got all my tattoos in a period of 2 years when I was in my 20s, and this was in the 90s. So you have to take that into account. But anyways, and I got them all from the same guy, same tattoo artist when I was living in Kentucky. But anyways, my first tattoo I got because I didn't have a tattoo, but I think it involved a girl, and it was like a tattoo similar to a girl that I liked or whatever. But so that was the reason I got it. But I never had a tattoo, and no one ever told me that it was going to hurt. And no one told me I had to eat before I go get my tattoo. And so I hadn't eaten all day because I was in my 20s. And we started tattooing. My first tattoo was on my shoulder. And immediately when he started tattooing, it hurt. And at first I was like, well, maybe this is a pain I can get used to. We'll see. So time went on, and he's still tattooing. And it takes a little bit of time because even though my tattoo is black and it's just gray shading and black lines, the shading takes a long time to do. And so I think he was probably halfway through it. The last thing I remember was like looking at the carpet. And then I woke up to my friend like slapping my face to wake up. And so they got me some takeout and finished the tattoo. That's my story. I passed out, yeah.
What's your name?
My name is Mike Steady.